Hey everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, Houston, you got a problem. Got a problem in Houston. Hair. All right, these ladies going crazy over some hair. These ladies were camping out. Okay, some guy, a popular hairstylist in Houston, had a grand opening at his at a location in Houston, and look, the ladies went crazy. All right, the whole Hood Rat University pulled up. The Hood Rat University of Houston, they pulled up. Okay, top of the class graduates, they slept there all night for the hair. All right, listen, we're gonna let the ladies give the breakdown of what happened during the fiasco, and I give my assessment along the way. Fair use, family. Fair use.
A crowd at Hair Galleria Beauty Supply's grand opening got out of control this morning, erupting into chaos after pepper spray was sprayed into the crowd. Medics treated one woman at the scene. The Harris County Sheriff's Office called off the entire event, and fire marshals left violations for the owner. But as KPRC2's Joy Addison reports, police say they are not sure who sprayed that pepper spray.
Well, what we saw this morning was a grand opening crowd that just got out of control after people camped out in this parking lot overnight. But the latest update from fire marshals is that Hair Galleria Beauty Supply will be closed for at least the next 8 weeks until they secure the proper permits.
They had tents, they had their chairs, they had blankets, they were sleeping in the car.
Wright has about...
Yo, this don't surprise me, fellas. All right, listen. It's plenty of school drives. All right, they gonna be giving away free school supplies. How many of these ladies you think gonna be sleeping outside to get the free school supplies, knowing that they ain't got the money to pay for them either? For real, for real. All right, I mean, they gonna be giving away backpacks. They gonna be giving away school books. They gonna be giving away notebook paper, dividers, pencils, everything your child could need to go back to school with. All right, them ladies ain't gonna be pressed to go there. Most of them ain't even gonna go, let alone camp there all night. All right, listen, our community is a wreck. All right, and the things that they going through to get some hair. To get some hair. All right, why is this hair so important? Why is this hair so important? Because this hair is who they are, their image. All right, that image that they want to project, that image that they act like they can't stand so much. You know, them straight-haired ladies that they can't stand so much, the ones that they need their hair to look like, to feel like that they acceptable to each other. All right, yeah, those ladies.
About 2.3 million followers on Instagram and has famously styled Houston native Meg the Stallion and award-winning R&B artist SZA. About 14 hours ago, he advertised $300 to $400 wigs, $4,000 in cash, and other items being given away to the first shoppers that could make it to the store. These posts drew the initial crowd. Social media videos show hundreds of people inside of the store and over 500 people camping overnight in the store's parking lot, waiting for the grand opening the next day and the promise of more free items. After the crowd got out of control, police were called for a disturbance and for calls for heat exhaustion. Everyone that needed help was treated on the scene and it was cleared. The fire marshal then arrived and said the owner did not have the proper occupancy permits and closed the place down.
I feel like if they had...
That don't surprise me at all, that the owner didn't even have the proper permits, because, you know, he wasn't worried about nothing like that. All right, and then, listen, I don't know, but I'm sure he know the Hood Rat University, and he talking about he giving out free hair, that this was going to be pandemonium. All right, you know how these ladies are about getting some hair, some body hair on their head. All right, and then they ain't got to pay for it. They just can never be excited about nothing that matters. Nothing that would truly matter. Nothing that would help them. That would actually help them. See, they ain't as excited about putting something in there as they are about putting something on their head. All right, listen, this right here gonna get them some attention. This head might get them some attention. All right, they can't do nothing with them notebooks and them school books. That ain't for them. All right, and ain't nothing more important than them and their happiness and what they want and what's gonna make them feel good. See, this hair gonna make them feel good. All right, and this dude, he knew if he opened this up and said he was gonna give away free hair, that these bucket heads will pull up by the droves. All right, that these ladies, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't got nothing to do. All right, they welfare recipients, camped out in the parking lot, been there all night. They wasted their whole night to get some hair, to get some free hair. All right, this is what our community does. All right, and this is what they post.
Had like the proper structure, like, form the lines, like the barricade and stuff, then it would have went smoother.
Once the doors were closed, someone used this as an opportunity, or for whatever reason felt they needed to disperse the crowd. Those that were affected were treated by EMS.
Listen, let me tell you something. Okay, it ain't no way you thought that crowd of heathens was going to be ruly. You knew they wasn't going to be nothing but unruly. You know you was going to have to disperse them. You knew they would be fighting it all over the head. Okay, listen, let me explain something to you. Okay, when it's that serious for something that shouldn't matter nowhere near this much, you know the wrong people going to be here. You know what kind of people going to show up here. All right, not the kind of people that got to get up and go to work in the morning and to be productive. The kind of people who not doing much, don't have much to do. They graduated from the Hood Rat University. All right, most of them at the top of their class. Oh, they going to be here for some free hair. Something that's going to get them, they think going to get them some attention. All right, listen, they can't think of nothing bigger than what might make them feel good, because they should always feel good. And this hair, once they get it on their head, gonna make them feel good. All right, listen, it don't change. It don't change, fellas.
Several medical issues came up along with the disbursement of the potential chemical agent, as well as heat exhaustion.
It was babies out here dying from pepper spray.
A stop work order and 2 violations for occupancy were
Fellas, they had the babies out there. All right, all night. They ain't gonna bring the babies out there to get the school books. They ain't gonna do none of this stuff. Bro, that's how serious it was. All right, they pulled up to all this pandemonium with their babies. They ain't give a damn. They want some free hair. The hell with the fiasco. The hell with the situation that they driving their babies into and walking their babies into. So what? Just don't do nothing. You just don't do nothing to their babies. They ain't need to be responsible for their own babies and don't bring their babies into a situation like this. No. The law enforcement should not try to disperse this unruliness because it's kids here, when the parents is the unruly ones that got the kids here. Now, go figure. Go figure.
by fire marshals. And despite the continued promotion over social media that this grand opening will continue tomorrow, police and fire marshals confirmed that will not happen, and this business will remain closed until those proper permits are submitted. Reporting from the Northwest Side, Joy Addison.